Wampee is one of those fruits that feels like it has existed forever yet somehow remains unknown to most of the world. Born from the warm river valleys and humid slopes across southern China and Southeast Asia, Wampee carries the genetic whisper of citrus fruits, though technically it stands slightly off to the side, botanically speaking. It grows in clusters, in little sun-tinted spheres resembling glassy grapes, snugly attached to woody stems like miniature suns on a cane of emerald leaves. When Wampee is fully ripe, the skin shifts from pale amber into a deeper gold, slightly freckled, almost glimmering. The peel is thin, edible, and slightly bitter, though that bitterness has character. Bite into it, and the fruit releases a peculiar sequence, sweet first, sour next, and a subtle herbal finish, reminiscent of lemongrass folded into honey. Inside sit 1 to 5 slippery seeds, each bitter, each distinctly medicinal, and once historically brewed into tonics. More than a fruit, Wampee is an archival object of regional identity. In rural villages of Hainan, elders remember orchards planted by grandparents. Wampee was given to children during fever, stomach discomfort, fatigue. It served as nature's electrolyte beverage centuries before such a word existed. In Vietnamese kitchens, the fruit was steeped in sugar syrup to become viscous amber preserves. In ancient Chinese apothecaries, leaves and bark entered medicinal registers as solutions to intestinal parasites and chronic cough. What makes Wampee compelling in a modern scientific context is not mythology but biochemical proof. The fruit contains phenolic compounds, alkaloids, and moderate levels of vitamin C, though its strength lies in its antioxidant density. Several studies have examined its essential oils and discovered antimicrobial effects, particularly against intestinal bacteria and skin-level fungal activity. Even its seeds, though unpleasant in flavor, have been analyzed for anti-inflammatory compounds. Culturally, one might call Wampee a home fruit, one that rarely traveled far historically. Not because it lacked appeal, but because its magic rests in immediacy. Fresh Wampee has a fleeting flavor window, wait too long, and what was sunny sweetness collapses into fermentation. When eaten at its perfect moment, the fruit has the texture of citrus pulp without segmentation. It dissolves softly and carries the faint aroma of sugarcane juice mixed with tangerine peel. Wampee trees grow in a striking architectural shape, upright central trunk, sweeping branching canopy, leaves arranged in elegant sequences of glossy ovals. The tree retains an ornamental dignity. Urban plantations often grow it along temples, ancestral homes, roadside gates. The fruit itself ripens in summer clusters, much like lychee, longan, and rambutan, with which it historically coexisted in regional harvest cycles. In Thailand, Wampee sometimes appears in spicy dipping sauces, crushed with chili and palm sugar. In Malaysia, it accompanies salted fish dishes to neutralize the oiliness. In southern Chinese culinary clinics, Wampee broth was historically used to soothe postpartum fatigue. Modern chefs experiment differently, freezing the fruit to intensify sweetness, fermenting it into sparkling beverages, reducing it into sugary paste for tart fillings. The fruit occupies a unique sensory middle ground, citrus adjacent but grape-like, sweet but faintly medicinal, refreshing but layered. It is a fruit that invites not consumption but contemplation, a perfect example of something humble yet intricate. In commercial agriculture, Wampee never scaled globally because it does not ship well. Its thin skin bruises easily, and pulp softens after harvest. Logistics defeated expansion, yet this fragility protects the fruit's rarity. It remains regional, seasonal, and moment-dependent. The modern world loves rediscovery. Travel channels, food creators, global gastronomy explorers increasingly document fruits like Wampee, placing them into the forgotten heritage category. It is this storytelling that preserves fruits at risk of cultural disappearance. While bananas homogenize markets, Wampee sits quietly as resistance, a reminder that diversity once defined eating. To taste Wampee is to travel without moving. Temple courtyards, monsoon clouds, childhood memories at bamboo tables, the laughter of elders handing down fruit peels instructively, the generational choreography of passing something rare into younger palms. If there is a lesson Wampee carries, it is this: flavor is seasonal, meaning is contextual, and rarity is not lack, but preservation.